black rot, a sign we're coming home. So I feel that disaster, at least in the case of Katrina, and possibly this could occur with the oil spill too from what I've seen, on the Gulf Coast, creates a new language. And so you see those people with their signs all over, like there'll be nothing, just front steps, and do not trespass private property, right? Pride in property, even though there's nothing left of it. So I'm going to read two more poems, and this poem is about that language that was brought to the surface of the city after Katrina. It's about a restaurant, Camellia Grill. Do you know that restaurant? It's a kind of an iconic, anybody know it? It's like an iconic diner, but a tourist place, but also a local place, like a lot of places in New Orleans. It's open 24 hours a day. It's on the streetcar line on St. Charles, and it's famous for its chocolate freezes and breakfast all day and that kind of thing. But I was walking by on one of my tours through the city a year after the hurricane, and as I walked by this place, I saw that it was closed, like a lot of things. The whole front of it was covered in Post-it notes. So I crossed the street, went over to see, and basically about 500 Post-it notes stuck to the front of it, obscuring the surface and total exterior of the restaurant. Somebody had written on a piece of paper, "Write a love note to Camellia Grill," and they provided Post-it notes and a bucket and a pencil, and everybody had done it. So it seems to be this tells the story of New Orleans and what it means to its citizens post-storm more than anything else. All of these Post-it notes are like letters to the restaurant. So I wrote them all down, and like 7 of them of the 500 are in the poem. But most of all, I hope they're preserved somewhere, that someone has made like some kind of archive where that kind of document is still available. So the poem is called "Write a Love Note to Camellia Grill," which is what we were told to do. Hundreds of Post-it notes stuck on the windows. You'll be able to tell what the Post-it notes are. "Dear Camellia Grill, I can't bear the thought of you not being here. Dear streetcar, gone, shudder down the avenue. Dear neutral ground, effaced. Last meal at Camellia, 18 days pre-K. Potato, onion, and cheese omelet. Pecan waffle, chocolate freeze. Dear dead bleached grass. Dear leaf-choked gutters. Dear drainage pumps. Late night here, drunk and loved it. Dear levee, dear rusted barge. Dear rope swing. Your milkshakes bring all the boys. So many of us grew up eating here. We need you to open to feel more normal. Dear empty grill, dear freeze machine, dear jar of marmalade, dear phone book split and open on a table. My parents dated here and I dated here. Dear chrome and glass, dear counter, sparkled linoleum. Dear girl I once was, smoking at that counter, writing boys' names on a napkin. New Orleans has lost Schwegmann's, K&B, Mackenzie's. It can't take another New Orleans establishment to be gone forever. Dear wind that distills the empty city, I will come every day with 100 people. Dear damage, I had my first date here. We got married. Come home. Dear forgotten, I'm going to stay hungry forever. Dear girl I once was, dear lost city, dear girl now standing at the window reading, I'm pregnant, come back.